start with me. Hey everybody, we're back. Okay, so we are out of the mountains. Helen and I are on a road trip to Sacramento for a Plexus event, and we are, it's the Travel and Office today, the Plexus Lexus, so we're traveling in style. But anyway, so we were just having a conversation and wanted to invite you to participate in it because we, as you guys know, we just finished having a promotion and we have lots of new ambassadors on our team, and so we were going over some top tips for new ambassadors, and so we think it's going to be a really beneficial tool, this video, for you to share with your teams and your new ambassadors. So I'm going to be kind of interviewing our Diamond leader, and so we invite you to invite your teams to watch and share on your team page and so on and so forth. So let's get started. So, okay, Helen. So she's driving, I'm holding the camera.
Hi, everybody.
So Helen, in your opinion, I think one of the first things that new ambassador...
I'm not in there.
There you are. Okay, she's there, she's there. Okay, are you there? Okay,
yeah,
you know it's all about the angle, you guys. Okay, so anyways, one of the first things a new ambassador the decision they have to make is a welcome pack. So in your opinion, how important is a welcome pack?
A welcome pack is massively important in that it obviously is the best deal for the new ambassador, being that it's less than wholesale. It's a one-time less than wholesale discount that new ambassadors can take advantage of, and it's a really important thing to obviously be a product of the product. So we want to make sure that we are ordering the products that we are talking about and sharing, and then obviously too, our comp plan. This is huge. We talk so much about how Plexus is different and that we can get paid 5 times a month from Plexus, and every single Friday check is from the purchasing of a welcome pack from the people on your team. So as a new ambassador, not only are you getting the best deal, but then you're able to duplicate through your team members that you're going to sponsor when they go get a welcome pack, that they can get that, you can get that Friday check based on whatever level they are, a 50, 25, 15, or 10% check. And that is really, really important. It's important to stay true to our compensation plan, and that Friday check, I know for so many people, has made all the difference. Probably the most important thing, though, truly, is the starter kit. The starter kit is only included when you purchase a welcome pack. And we screamed about this for 3 years as leaders of the company, that we wanted all ambassadors in our company as one Plexus to be trained the same and have the same information given to them from corporate. So we spent a year as leaders in the field giving feedback with Marianne Luciano, our VP of Education, to create this amazing starter kit. If you guys are not using the starter kit yet, you are missing out big time. It's got every tool you need, and the idea was behind the starter kit that you wanted to be able to, like, you know, hypothetically be on a desert island, and if you just went through your starter kit, you could actually be trained and learn how to become a great ambassador. Obviously, the best way to learn is just jumping in and doing it. However, to have that tool with everything that, you know, just the starter kit guide, everything you need to know, social media, working on your Franks list, everything that you need to know is in that starter kit, and you only get it with a welcome pack. So it goes without saying, the welcome pack is massively, hugely important. So.
Awesome. Okay, Helen. So one thing that I hear from ambassadors, you know, they're so excited. They've been on the product along a couple weeks or so, and they run out and they talk to their family and their friends, and they just know their family and friends, that's gonna be like their first team members and their first customers. But then those family and friends, like, they're not supportive at all. So what does a new ambassador do in that situation?
Well, welcome to network marketing. Even with amazing products like Plexus that are in need and desired by the masses, there are people that just aren't quite ready yet for a couple reasons to get healthy. They just don't feel, they don't believe in our products yet. They don't understand why you'd be selling something that sounds like snake oil. Maybe they've been burned by network marketing in the past. So even if and our products are amazing, it's something that they feel they need. just want to see how it works for you first. There's so many reasons why, but what's so important to keep in mind as an ambassador is, first of all, your friends and family do not make or break your business. Nobody makes or breaks your business. You make or break your business with your great attitude and your consistency and your commitment to being a successful ambassador in this company. So just don't ever feel like that one person in your family. Don't let them break your spirit. We have a saying actually in the McFadden household is that sooner or later they all come around. And what that really means is, and I've been in this business almost 4 years, this fall will be 4 years, and I still have people to this day who said no, 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 now want to purchase from me. I just had a new customer last night. She ordered over $200 on my website. She's been asking me and talking to me and bantering back and forth about Plexus for 6 months. So you just never know. You have to meet people where they're at, love them where they're at, and not ever feel the need to push these products. We are messengers of these life-changing products, and our job is to care about people, answer their questions, let them know how passionate we are about these products, our results on the products, share stories, share testimonies, and that's really the most important skill that you need to develop, is just really meeting people where they're at. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. This is a relationship building business, and I know sometimes we feel like our family and friends that need these products the most, why don't they get it? And we get so frustrated. Just take a deep breath and know that, you know, it might take them 3 months, 3 years, 10 years. We don't know. We don't know. All we can do is control our own effort and continually love people, and they will eventually want what we have. They just have to be ready. I learned as a Weight Watcher leader this to be true, that people, they might think they're ready, they might ask you questions, and then for whatever reason they pull back. They just keep being awesome you, a very passionate, credible Plexus ambassador, and that credibility is going to happen when you never give up and you're a great product and you're just a super awesome person. That's how we want to attract people, not push people and try to sell people all the time.
Awesome. Okay, Helen, so I'm a new ambassador. I've been on the products for a little while, but I want to wait to share. I don't really have a testimony yet, and so I just think that I'll be able to more confidently share these products once I have a testimony.
Well, I want everybody to really listen, because that is probably the most common thing we hear as sponsoring ambassadors from our new team members. And I'm here to tell you it is not necessary. It just absolutely isn't necessary. There are so many people now with testimonies, and we have a product that has a 60-day money-back guarantee. Why would we hold back from sharing about these products until we have lost our 5 pounds, or we are sleeping better through the night, or we feel that energy? We have to trust that these products work, and we're just here to share and have people make up their own minds through their own experience with the products. I remember Debbie Nicholson, who's talking to me in the car right now, interviewing me. She had this brilliant analogy where she would just share with her new ambassadors. So in other words, if you have a diabetic neighbor, you're not going to tell him or her about Plexus until you've lost your first 5 pounds. That is mean and nasty and selfish. We cannot keep our mouth shut until we just believe in these products. We would not grow 15,000% over a 3-year period if our products didn't work for the masses. We only have now 16 products. We are selling over $50 million of Plexus products a month with 16 products. What does that mean? They work. And so it's just a really important thing from the very beginning, is that, you know, if you want to share these products or develop customers to get your own products paid for, or a little extra spending money, just be bold and start sharing. There's so many different ways to share now, but just be excited and passionate. And so I think that's going to segue into your next question.
It is. You know, and I'm going to just add one thing to that, Helen. Like, I'm the perfect example as far as you didn't have a testimony to share when you first called me about Plexus. And so, thank goodness you weren't trying to lose weight, but yet you approached me as a tool for weight loss with Plexus. And so, thank goodness you didn't wait. And so, I'll just add that on there. So, what would you say to a new ambassador who is concerned with the time that it's going to take, the time involved in building a successful business?
Well, here's the great part about our business. It is an internet business, and so much can be done through messaging, whether it's emailing, texting, Facebook Messenger, posting on Facebook. It's done in the nooks and crannies of your life. We're not a party-driven business where to get the masses of customers and team members joining your team, you need to go spend time at Plexus parties on all the weeknights and the weekends, etc. I wanted to give you an example, this incredible story I just heard of a gal who recently went diamond in 1 year. She has a whole load of kids. I think she has 7 kids, and she, up until recently, didn't even own a computer. She did her entire business off of her cell phone, and she learned this really cool trick about Instagram, is that she would get masses of friends through Instagram, where she would find out the trending hashtag, whatever the trending hashtag would be, and she would include that in her posts. So then people would reach out to her, friend her, or start following her, and then she would reach out to them through Messenger and tell them about Plexus. She has, are y'all ready for this? 300 level 1s in 1 year, working off of her phone with 7 kids.
Wow.
So when people come to me and say, here's what I know about time. If you don't take the time, time will take you. And thankfully, because of our incredible products, the way our compensation plan is structured, we get to work Plexus however and whenever we want. And so when you're in your 20s and 30s, it's always going to be, I've got little kids, I'm busy. When you're my age, in your 40s and then moving into 50s, it's aging parents. There's always going to be a reason why we are too busy to work this business. But yet we want the freedom. We want the time freedom. We want the financial freedom. We want everything Plexus has, but we haven't figured out a way yet to make it the most important thing daily, to figure out a way to do it. So just know, I talk a lot about making smart business decisions. I think, Debbie, you were just telling me about another Emerald who worked full time, and she did her business consistently every single day for 20 minutes. She maximized her moments, and she did consistently, that's the word. Every single day she did Plexus for at least, it was about 20 minutes. And she was able to build up to a 6-figure income and go Emerald and, the Lexus Hawaii, everything. So we just have to figure out a way for it to work for our life. But honestly, people will always want to know, who do you work with? Helen, who do you work with? How do I get your time? If you're working this business and you're making smart business decisions and you're playing ball with me, I will work with you in this business because I see that you want it. As leaders, as your upline, even if it's not an Emerald yet, whoever sponsored you in the business, I feel like we all kind of have this idea. We'll match our time with your effort. It's all about playing ball and having your desire be matched. And so it's not about us chasing you down and dragging you into this business. We know we have something amazing in Plexus, and so we just love to be able to run with the runners and work with the people who want it and are truly showing it. Like, Debbie, what do you say? What's your fun little saying now?
I watch their feet, not their mouth.
I love that. I watch their feet, not their mouths, because we can talk all day long about how much we want to do it, but what are you doing? So.
And I think what we're doing doesn't always show or appear in just our PV, right? I mean,
absolutely not. No, it's about engagement, daily effort, being a team player, having a great attitude, and just really working, like being that team player with your upline and playing ball. Like I give you a challenge, you go do it, communicate back to me. Okay, Helen, I got my list of 100 people. Now what? That's how our role as leaders. We're not anybody's bosses. We're just here to help people get what they want from their business. But holding our ambassadors accountable and being their coach is a huge part of our success and their success.
Awesome. Helen, if I could backtrack just 1 second, and when we were talking about sharing for the first time and everything, you and I were talking a few minutes ago about an example of a post that somebody could put on social media for the first time. So would you share that?
Yeah, like in other words, like if they didn't have a testimony testimony.
Yeah,
Just like not
exactly.
waiting. Absolutely. So this is a great thing to write on your Facebook, for your first Facebook post, because you want to start sharing right away. It would be, I am so excited to be taking these brand new health supplements that my friend Debbie shared with me, who has lost 65 pounds. Who wants to join me? So again, I'll say it again. I'm so excited to be taking these brand new health supplements that my friend Debbie shared with me. She has lost 65 pounds. Who wants to join me? So it's like you're using someone else's testimony, whether they're your sponsoring ambassador or your friend that you know in Plexus or whatever. Just grab a testimony, say, my friend, this is what happened. Who wants to join me? The brilliance in the whole who wants to join me is the fact that nobody likes to go on a health journey alone or lose weight alone. We always want that buddy, that accountability partner, that buddy. So you will start getting private messages from that first post. You just be ready, and then have your upline sponsor immediately when that person messages you and asks you, what are you doing? What's this all about? How did that person lose 65 pounds? Just add your upline to the chat right away and say, hey, I'm brand new. I'm adding my sponsor into this chat so she can best answer your questions, or he can best answer your questions, and I'm going to just, listen and learn. And then that way you're not so intimidated, because I think that's why some people don't post. First, they feel like, I don't have a testimony. Second, like, what if somebody asks me about Plexus? I don't know the answer. And that way you can engage your upline, and the three of you can be in a chat right away about it.
Love it, love it, love it. Maybe just add a selfie when you write that first post. And I love how
holding your pink drink.
Holding your pink drink. You don't even mention Plexus in there, so it's not salesy at all. It's very non-threatening for the new ambassador and for their social media audience. So that's like way cool. Okay, so I want to close it up with one final question. Helen, we know, especially being in the business as long as we have been, that there's good and bad, right? There's hills and there's valleys. And so how we hear how important attitude is. How does somebody keep that good attitude in the valleys of their business?
Well, attitude is a choice. And I think what we have to remember is that, yes, we are representing health and wellness products, but we are in the people business. And like you said, people will disappoint us, like we were talking about earlier with your family, your friends. People you're like, I know they need this so bad, and they're like blowing me off, they're ignoring me or whatever. Well, we can't let those people determine our mood, our goal, our dream, our why, our vision, anything. We have to just stay firm, and this is going to happen when you're consistent with the product and the business, and you surround yourself with like-minded people. It's really important from the beginning to get a power partner, engage with your upline, get to meet your sidelines, be part of the team page, and really immerse yourself in the Plexus culture so you feel like you're not alone. You're with like-minded people who are experiencing the same ups and downs and highs and lows and peaks and valleys that you are. And so that is something to take personal responsibility from the get-go. Choose every day, I'm going to be a student of network marketing. I'm going to learn this business with a great attitude. I'm going to get to know my sidelines. I'm going to communicate with my upline and play ball. And then I'm going to invest in personal development by reading a network marketing book. If this is a new industry to you, make sure to right away get Sarah Rockin' Robbins' Rock Your Network Marketing Business, or Eric Worre, GoPro, or Presley Swaggerty, Millionaire by Halftime. There are so many books that you can learn, because here's the bottom line. It is your business. This is your business. And the beautiful thing in that is you can create whatever you want with this business. And when you reach your goals and your dreams come true in Plexus, and I firmly believe this is the ticket to see your dreams come true. I have seen more people in the last almost 4 years come from no experience, you name it, all walks of life, now joining me in Hawaii this September, making a 6-figure income. Nobody can convince me otherwise that this is not the opportunity of a lifetime. But you own your success. So when you do reach your goal, you have done it. Nobody's handed you anything. You can't blame your upline, your downline, your sideline. It's all on you. And so what that translates to then is an amazing business of a personal journey where you become the best you that you can be. All the skills you're going to develop, the people skills, the speaking skills, training skills, the leadership skills. There's so much good that comes from this industry when you choose to draw your line in the sand, get your why real straight, communicate with your upline, and believe that you can do this business. You've got to have, there's 4 pillars of belief: yourself, network marketing, the company, and the products. And when you immerse yourself daily, day in, day out, and treat this like a business, it will start to pay you like a business, and we will see you at the top. So congratulations to all of our new ambassadors. We hope this has been helpful. Thanks, Debbie. This was such a great idea.
This was fun, right? And the whole thing, yeah, just record the chat, and we get to, you know, I love how we just get to earn while we learn, right? And so, how cool is that? I never got that in my other jobs. So, okay, guys, we're gonna close it off. So we are gonna go Plexify Sacramento tonight.
That's right.
So have a great afternoon or evening.
Bye-bye.
Bye.